My capsule wardrobe for March, well, not really so much capsule because I have got masses of clothes. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. I won't wear it all, that's for sure. Shirts I've pulled out, you know, the striped shirts. I mean, you've seen these so many times. It's almost, let's just whiz through these because you know what they are. You know, this is just striped shirts or plain white shirts that I can wear either over a t-shirt, so it's a layering item, or I can wear it under a jacket or under a cardigan or just on its own as a shirt or a blouse. Then we've got a few colourful blouses that I like to wear, say, you know, if we were going out for lunch, I might want to wear a blouse instead of a jumper, or I might want a jumper, colourful jumper, but I might want a blouse. And so I've got a few options that I've pulled out for blouses for daytime. One with some colour on it, it's sort of burgundy and ivory. I have got one with sort of navy, khaki and ivory. And this will go really well with some of the jackets I've pulled out to wear actually, that you'll see in a minute. This is a blouse that I've got from Lily Silk. It was gifted to me. I love it. I've got it in the autumn and then the weather got cold, so it wasn't really the right time of year to wear it. Been waiting for March to come. Summer's not going to be right necessarily, unless it's a cool summer. But March, long sleeves, you know, it's got epaulets on it, it's got pockets on it. I will link it down below for you, and there could well be a discount as well. So I'll try and get that for you too. Then there's another pretty blouse as well with a bit of colour that I can wear evening or daytime. I did mention last month a blouse that I could wear in an evening. I didn't really go out that much in the evenings in February. Or at least I didn't go anywhere where I wore this, let's say. So I'm carrying this forward because it will also do for evenings for March if I do go somewhere. I've also pulled out a charcoal blouse. This is a daytime charcoal type blouse that I could wear. So all the duller, neutral colours really. Because in April and May, I will be introducing a lot more of the brights and the sunshine colours. And before we go on to the jackets, I'm just going to show you also this blouse, which is white. It's new in my wardrobe and it's from Le Redoux, and there is similar that I can get for you in the States as well. The sort of style is very current and popular at the moment, so I'm looking forward to wearing this as well in March. I'm getting out my long sleeved and striped tops. I've got several of these, this sort of thing, you know, your Breton, and I've got one that's in a knit as well, sort of a woolen one. Thin knit. So whatever colour, this happens to be navy, whatever colour, striped tops you've got, long sleeves, yes, they're going to be, you know, with an under jacket. And then there's a thin Karen Millen polo neck to wear underneath a jacket. And then t-shirts as well, t-shirts. So just your navies, your blacks, your whites, your ivories, your camel, your beige, a bit of colour as well in your t-shirts too that will go with your jackets that you're going to pull out. And I'll also use camisoles as well. I'm going to be using t-shirts and camisoles underneath cardigans, underneath jackets, maybe underneath some of the blouses as well, and using the blouse then as a layering item. Depends on the weather. Last March we had a heat wave. This March they're forecasting snow. And new in my wardrobe for this March is this top from Lily Silk gifted, which is a cashmere knit. Perfect spring top, isn't it? Perfect spring top. I have got some jumpers, but I've chosen some in camel-y colour, a neutral basically. This is my neutral. What I want to do with these is use them as jumpers obviously, but I want to be using them over the shoulders as people are doing now. So I want to keep them available for that as well and just try them as an accessory, not just as a jumper. So I've got a couple like that in neutral colours that I can, quite thin, I can wrap them around my shoulders and try that look. Cardigans are quite big at the moment, fashionable. The balloon sleeve cardigans, I mean, you've seen these so many times. So I've got not so much the thick ones, but I'm using another neutral one, it's modern shape with the balloon sleeves. Cardigan, that's going to look good over camisoles and v-neck t-shirts, and maybe just done up on its own. So it's the top itself. I think a long duster's handy. I've got one in camel and also one in black. Now some jackets, and new in my wardrobe is one in pink, not a colour that you've seen me in spring in before, because since I've had my colours done and realised that I can wear this colour. So I bought this jacket cheap off Vinted because I didn't want to spend a lot of money on something that I'm just trying to get used to, you know. So a Vinted sort of denim style jacket, which is just my style. It's absolutely perfect for my character. And we'll see how I can fit that colour into my wardrobe. Now I've got another jacket that is probably 20 years old. It's very good condition though, and we bought this new. My husband bought it for me in Marseille. It's just like a patchworky, colourful, another sort of denim style jacket. But I mean, I've got no photos of me in this because the photos are just would be so old. They're probably not even digital. No, actually, they would be digital. It's not that old, but 20 years anyway. So I thought I could just wear this now. It doesn't matter. I hadn't been wearing it because, you know, over the years, because the collar and so on had changed and shape, and people weren't wearing colours. But now people are wearing colour. So you'll see this hopefully, and my husband will be really pleased. He'll be really pleased that I'm wearing that again. Another jacket that's new in my wardrobe that I have bought second hand is this one. You know how I love, I do love safari jackets and I love khaki. I have to get used to not loving khaki, I admit, but still, this one's got a bird on it. So I think it's nice. It's nice style, long safari jacket. And it's got a duck on the back there, look. So just my character, isn't it? You know, this sort of style. So I'm looking forward to the weather being warm enough that sort of jacket can come out. Then there's a bomber jacket I've had a couple of years. Bomber jackets are big this year in the sense that they're on trend. And I've had this a few years. It's not a bomber jacket as in it's got that bomber shape that blows out like 1970s and blows out around your back. This is just, it's got the neckline of a bomber jacket and it's got the zip and the base of a bomber jacket, you know, the elastic base, but it hangs down straight because it's thin and lightweight. So I've got that out to wear. And also tweedy Chanel type jackets are going to be very current. So I've got one I bought second hand several years ago. So I pulled that out to wear in March too. You can see I've got a lot more excitement when I'm talking about my jackets because there's so much new there. When I was talking about my blouses, there's again and again and again. Yes, I've shown this before. I've had this a while. I've worn this before. I've worn it a lot. There's nothing new. This was new. Another new one I've got, I've managed to get myself a beige jacket that fits me. I've been looking for a camel-y beige neutral coloured jacket for ages. And I've been buying them and trying them on and they've been too big and I've had to send them back and you've seen them in a few hauls. Anyway, however much I do not like QVC, I got this off QVC recently and it fitted me so much I then got one in navy. But it's the extra smalls that come up on the QVC really do fit me. So this is a Marla Win, or Win Layers, but Marla Win, isn't it? Extra small jacket, which I can't link for you, but you'd have a look on QVC if they're still available. And so it fits me perfectly. Really pleased with that. Pleased to have managed to get myself one that does fit me around the shoulders and fits me lengthwise as well. If you're enjoying this video, do give me a. Then a couple of years ago, I bought a Peruna suede safari jacket, or suedette, not real suede. And so that's come out. It's slightly thicker than some of the other jackets I've shown. Well, it's thicker than this one. So I've got a thicker one and I've got a thin green jacket. Here we go, that's that. Oh, jewelled waistcoat might be, you know, the gilet that a lot of you bought. So I pulled that out too. Then there's a couple of things for evening. I mentioned in a previous video that I was going to wear this skirt, which I did, and I'll show you that in an outfits video, but I might wear it again. So the outfit I wore that night is this top and this blouse. So just because I've invested so much in that skirt, it was quite expensive, I thought I'm going to keep it available. And I think that skirt will be available for most months because it's that sort of colour's not seasonal, is it? The weight might be, being leather, but we'll see. I'm also going to include a light brown jacket. Now, what I want to do is just make sure with some of my blouses, I've actually got jackets have got blouses. So for instance, this jacket and blouse could go together. So that's perfect. At least I've got one outfit. Blouse and that jacket will go together. So that's at least 2 outfits. And maybe I only go out twice, that's fine. But if I go out 3 times, these would go together. So I do have some ready-made sets here. And then I can do a bit of juggling around. There's a pink jacket you might be wondering about. That would go with this. But it's also going to go over t-shirts and it'll go over all my neutrals as well. It'll also go over some ivory sweaters that I'm going to pull out. So that's the Edwardian-y type frill neck blouse. So now I'm going to sprinkle in some things that I wore last March. And last March we were hit by a heat wave. And we ended up well, I mean, we got out our white jeans. So white jeans are going to go into my March collection of clothes. You know what white jeans look like? I don't need to show you. I also ended up wearing a dress with no tights, you know, bare legs one day. So I thought I'd better get a dress out again, the same dress. And I wore it with a cardigan, which I can't find at the moment. So I thought this time I would get out my sweater top and then I could wear that over the top if it was chilly. That looks quite good. I've worn something like that before and I've seen others people wear sweater vests over dresses. So just as I'm prepared, I've got that. Another outfit that I wore in previous Marches was an ivory jacket with some navy trousers. So I've got those out. I mean, if they were useful previous Marches, they're going to be useful this March. Another look I tried was, say, a Breton with a military jacket. And that would be good with, say, the navy trousers, and also the white jeans. Then I also wore some sort of leather jogger trousers with a hooded sweatshirt. That's okay for, say, shopping and so on, and dentists, that type of outfit. So there's those that I'm sprinkling through as well. So I could wear the same outfits again, or I could actually just sort of use those items to work with other things in my March capsule. The other thing I want to do is wear some yellow. I know it's not in my new colour palette, but in the past, a lot of you loved me in yellow and said, don't give it up. Others say, do give it up. So, you know, when the sky's lighter, I can try yellow and see how it looks in daylight. This yellow jumper that a lot of you have loved in the past. I've got a yellowish mustard cardigan. Maybe that's not so much. Maybe more this one would be better than this one. You know, we'll be able to see by trying it out in daylight. And I think, you know, March is a yellow month, isn't it? You know, you've got your daffodils and so on. So I just feel like, and you've got the forsythia. So I think, you know, I feel like March is a good time for yellow. So there's a bit of yellow as well. You know, you might see me, when I put my outfits together, you might see me in something entirely different that I have got available somewhere in the house. And I might think, I just need to wear that tonight, not this. They are forecasting snow, so I'm going to keep some of my chunky jumpers in my collection available, easily to get hold of. There's a lot there. I won't wear it all, that's for sure. And before anyone says, and it's a bit late to say this now, yes, I know I need a haircut, before anybody comments on that.